From a design standpoint, we've had a lot of fun with the car. It's really an evolution of the vehicles that you have come to know from both me and another gentleman who I would like to take now and introduce to talk a little bit about the design language, and that's a longtime associate, sometimes friend, but certainly one that we've been able to work together to, if you will, deliver what we feel is a very, very exotic looking cars, and that's my friend and colleague here, Phil Frank. So I'll let you talk about that.
Thanks, Steve. Well, thank you guys for all coming. It's always exciting to have you guys here and seeing our new product. We're really excited about this, and also getting to see our new facility, the inside and the production line. Well, I'll take you through the car. This was a very exciting car coming from what we've developed on the Challenger. The Challenger was really the first car out from us, and that pointed at the design direction we would be taking all the cars coming from us. Before I jump into that, I just want to thank the guys behind putting all this together for us, and that's all the production guys who took time out of building Challengers to put together our prototype cars here, so you guys can take advantage of those and help throughout the business. Well, as you can see, it's kind of hard to talk about design because, a picture tells 1,000 words, but I'll go through it with you. We have our front fascia, so this is really our starting point of the look of our overall packaging for all the cars, which is one large grille opening with some refined elements inside the lower intake with brake intakes. And there is some heritage look to the car from earlier days in Celine, kind of the aggressive kind of shark-like look. We also have a new hood with the power bulge, some venting for cooling the intense heat that we generate through the outrageous power. We have our custom grille on the front of the car. Come around, we have our molded side skirts with what we tried to do here is really pick up a lot of the elements of the car, because the car is much more sculptural than the last generation car. And that, for me, that's a lot, this is the kind of car I enjoy working with versus the simplicity of the Challenger. This car is much more sculptural and really works with kind of the fun I like to have with the surfacing. So the side skirts really pick up a lot of the spear shape that Ford brought back with the 2010 Mustang, based off really the 68 Mustang. A little bit of a brake duct intake on the rear skirt, and then that blends seamlessly into the side of the rear of the car. What we really tried to do is with the rear of the car, which we thought needed the most work from the factory offering, was really add some of the depth and drama that was lacking in the car, and really change the overall silhouette. And that's where you can see the nice line that comes off the rear extension of the deck lid and wraps down and into the side skirt. So it's one flowing line. And then there's a nice deep pocketing for the lamps, which really add to that exotic flair. This car is shown with the extension wings, and that adds a bit of impact and drama as well. We've actually moved the license plate out of the bumper to really widen the car visually up into the deck lid area. And at the rear, below, we have a fully aerodynamic rear diffuser with what we've actually done here, and you'll see this later as you come around, is we've added a third rain light, brake light, kind of speaking back to Steve's heritage in racing, where you would have a third brake light nestled down in the diffuser section. On the interior of the car, what we've done is added our signature, grab your key out here. We've added our signature series chevron seats and foam to our own seating, so that you've got a much more controlled driving environment. So it's a high-quality leather and true Alcantara center section, so that you're not sliding around as in a traditional kind of leather seat. We also have our own 200-mile-an-hour gauge cluster and badging within the car for the steering wheel, and a serialized plaque in the traditional place from the past. We're also running our own shift knob and floor mats and such to round out the whole packaging. What else? What did I miss? That's about it. We got our quarter window treatment, which is kind of a component that helps differentiate the car from the stock cars as well. And with that, I think that's the majority of it. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. And obviously suspension, everything on the suspension is made for high performance. We have the latest in braking, and to do that, you know, to give us a very balanced car, both, again, as I mentioned, aerodynamically and able to drive very quickly when you want to do that. We already have a big order bank for the car. We've been taking 2011 orders for a short period of time here, and next month, literally in 1 month, we will then be starting the production of the 2011. Again, the normally aspirated one will be first. MSRP for the car will be starting at $54,990, and we're very, you know, very excited about that. We've also we did build and are concluding the build of the 2010, and we've limited that to 25 cars. All of those cars have been spoken for and have been sold, and so that's why we thought